Okay, welcome back to the session. I assume you have created your LinkedIn profile. Now let's jump into understanding the value of the content. Content, which is getting communicated through your profile, is an important tool which introduces you to your target group. It's the easiest way to highlight your profile and make it visible and stand out. Content refers to any social media platforms such as LinkedIn, Facebook, to name a few. Please note that I will be restricting most of my explanation to LinkedIn. Now, a few words on content framework. Any content you create must answer the following questions. What is the pain point you are talking about? How is the pain point relevant to your target group? How big is the pain point? Any specific data or numbers from reliable sources? What is your point of view? How your point of view addresses the pain point or gives a solution? Is the content interesting and engaging to your target group? So these are the basic questions to be answered. Now let's understand the content tips. The content type could be a combination or a single factor, such as original stories or case studies or trending factors, or maybe simply voicing your opinion. So the content formula is to pick a story which is trending or voicing your opinion, or a simple case study, and start it with a hook. Build the story and end with a call to action, such as requesting comments or asking support or whatever, but it should be engaging, connecting, and useful. Anything you post, back it up with specific data and numbers and sources for the same. Now let's see a few content checkpoints. No political or sensitive topics. You should be zero controversy oriented. Strict no to copy paste others' content as yours. Make it simple and engaging. Now, task 5 is to write a simple LinkedIn post. Don't worry about writing great posts. First, start writing, if at all you have not yet started. Your continuous practice automatically makes your posts great. Here is a simple and best way to execute this task. Please refer to Setting the Base Right workshop playbook. In the playbook, go through the points which have been covered so far in the video. Rewind the video if needed. Get clarity on all the information which you have gone through so far in the form of video and playbook content. Then open Setting the Base Right 7 Tasks Sample Answers. As shown on the screen, you can see the sample for reference to execute task 5 of writing a LinkedIn post. Please go through it. It's pretty much self-explanatory. I want to tell an important point here. Never underestimate the power in you. First, understand the framework and assume you are talking to a colleague or friend or someone about your opinion. Put the same in your expressions. You can check sample posts for review. Now, write a simple LinkedIn post and then resume the video. I am ready, but did you create your first LinkedIn post? Don't worry about the likes, comments, or whatever. Just focus on the content framework. feel the content you want to write and then start writing. All great posts started with dumb mistakes. So just start attempting. All right, welcome back to the session. Assuming you have finished your first LinkedIn post, now let's try to understand another exciting topic of how to reach to your target group or audience. For reaching to your target group or audience, you have to highlight your content. LinkedIn content is basically of three important types. First is the content which you put in your profile creation or update. Second is the content which you share via your posts. And third is the content which you comment on others' posts. First, content which you put in your profile creation or update. For this, try to find the keywords or jargons your target group uses. Use Ubersuggest or check profiles, and then you can find the keywords for the same. Try to include the same keywords wherever possible in your LinkedIn profile. It could be heading, job description, job titles, about you, etc. Next, content which you share via your posts. First, focus on the excerpts, which are the first three words which can be seen in the email box in LinkedIn. Ensure first three words should excite the message. Consider it as a subject in the email. Ensure you post right and engaging content with valid sources and data. Content is the king, so create your content which emotionally connects your audience. Good content can change anything. Use first three lines of the post to drive attention. The story which keeps engaging has to be built. Avoid bulky paragraphs and break post into small lines. Make it readable and mobile optimized. Keep it simple and short and use maximum of 3 to 4 hashtags. Be authentic. And it should be about pain you solve and the gain your target group gets. Content must end with a call to action. Request comments or ask questions or ask for suggestions. Generally, one comment is equal to 3 likes. And now the third point, content which you comment on others' posts. Add valuable comments and never add comments for namesake. Once you learn highlighting your content, it's time to increase your profile visibility. You can use LinkedIn Helper tool. This gets you more profile views. In email campaigns, you can use LinkedIn as your signature. Also, if you have a website, use LinkedIn tags and badge in your website. You can also increase your profile visibility not just in LinkedIn but in other platforms as well. Use Quora. Post the same content as you did in LinkedIn in Quora. Start Google My Business account if you are a consultant or a freelancer. Profile visibility is a continuous activity and it takes time to get results. However, a consistent approach will certainly multiply your profile visibility. Now, let's understand how to reach out to your connections. Identify 5 groups in LinkedIn and post the same content which you are preparing for your own posts in those groups. But before that, please note that you have to go through the group terms and conditions before posting. Next, follow 5 influencers whom your target groups are following. After identifying your target group leads, send them a LinkedIn request for connection. This is explained in the next steps. Now, task 6 is to write one more post and comment on some other's post. There is no best solution than continuously learning and consistently implementing the things you learn. It's the key to the success. Here is the simple and best way to execute this task. Refer to Setting the Base Right workshop playbook. In the playbook, go through the points which have been covered so far in the video. Rewind the video if needed. Get clarity on all the information which you have gone through so far in the form of video and playbook content. Then open Setting the Base Right 7 Tasks Sample Answers. I have shared a sample LinkedIn post in task 5, and as shown here, sample for commenting on some other's post has been provided for your reference. Please go through the same. Now write your second LinkedIn post with all the additional knowledge you gained on highlighting the content. Work on your content and how to improve your profile visibility, and then resume the video. I am ready, but did you understand the tips in highlighting your content and reaching out to your target group? If not done, please do that first. Get the most benefit out of this workshop by executing the tasks sincerely. No shortcuts for this. Okay, welcome back to the workshop, and I hope you enjoyed writing your second LinkedIn post with valuable information shared. Now let's move forward. Wow, we covered so many tasks and almost at the end of the module. We understood the importance of personal profile. We executed all the 6 tasks of the module. We understood and explored target group reach out. We created the LinkedIn profile. We created posts and tried reaching out the target group. Finally, we will learn how to send a LinkedIn request and a thanks note for target group in the best way possible. So task 7 is to send a LinkedIn request. While sending a connection request, understand that you are sending request to someone who is totally new. Think why they should accept your request. Be in their shoes and start writing. The crux of our workshop lies here. Understand the sample request I have shared, add your inputs to that, and then send the request. Then send a thank you note to your target group who accepted your LinkedIn request. It's very important to acknowledge whoever accepts your request and start engaging in a professional manner. Here is a simple and best way to execute these tasks. Refer to Setting the Base Right workshop playbook. In the playbook, go through the points which have been covered so far in the video. Rewind the video if needed. Get clarity on all the information which you have gone through so far in the form of video and playbook content. Then open Setting the Base Right 7 Tasks Sample Answers. As shown on the screen, you can see the sample for reference for task 7. I have provided references for both experienced person as well as for someone without experience. Now, please send LinkedIn request to your target group. We cannot determine the acceptance rate, so I would recommend to start sending to around 5 per day in the beginning and slowly increase to a maximum of 10 per day. There are a ton of videos on how to send LinkedIn request. I have explained to the best of my knowledge, but you can always explore further. This is only to give further clarity. On the other hand, if you go through the sample template, it's more than enough. Now, once you send the request and finish the tasks, please resume the video. I am ready. But did you really send any LinkedIn request? We have come to the end of this module. By this time, you should have got clarity on so many points if you have executed all the tasks and understood all the points. Welcome back. I hope you had a wonderful break. Now, assuming you had successfully executed all the 7 tasks, I am taking you to the final recap of the module. Great! We understood the personal profile importance. We understood the target group or target audience importance. We understood the content value and created the LinkedIn profile. We learned how to highlight the content and learned how to increase the profile visibility. We also learned how to reach to the target group or audience. Now, finally, make the best usage of the knowledge gained by consistent practice. Trust me, you will be amazed by the results. I am done from my end on this particular module. Now it's your turn. End of the day, it's your career and you are the one who should be more serious and sincere. Please finish any pending tasks. Understand the full module and get ready for the next workshop module. Here is a simple hack to test yourself. What is that you learned with this workshop on setting the base right? Remember, during prerequisites, I requested to write down about some terms which you don't know or which you have very less knowledge or which you want to know deeper in the cheat sheet provided. Now, compare yourself and find what is that you learned at this workshop module. After successfully executing the 7 tasks and after understanding the 3 ready-to-use templates end-to-end, and after going through the playbook content, you can certainly see the difference by yourself. Getting a job or getting a project is not that tough if these tasks are properly executed. Catch hold of wonderful opportunities just by executing all the tasks. Whatever might be your personal observations, here are the guaranteed outcomes with the workshop completion. You have executed 7 tasks which kick-started your social profile standout in the best possible way. You have 3 ready-to-use templates for your reference. In particular, you can use the template of finding your target group or audience as a reference checklist every day. Finally, the best part is you have crossed the first step of 12 steps of business transformation workshop. So it's time to celebrate as you have crossed one more step closer to the process of becoming a 100% business transformation analyst. Keep rocking and continue your sincere efforts. You can easily reach your dream destination just by following the step-by-step tasks provided in the workshop. Thanks for your time and effort. I sincerely wish you get the maximum out of this module. See you in the next workshop module and thanks once again for everything.